Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from soars, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today we are playing on Moore's Celery. This is a Fog of War match, tier 2 matchup today. Now that should be a pretty cool one. We are joined here by Husky91NJ and buibuimoreh. So these are two fairly good players, you know. I believe that I have played buibu maybe once or twice, I'm not sure, can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I do know that I played a tournament match against Husky91NJ, and I do know that they are around 1400-ish in the normal global league, so very, very cool stuff. Not exactly sure what the ratings are in the live league, however. Now, today should be a good one, folks. We are playing on this map here. This is a triple base and an airport match with a comm tower, contested comm tower, and HQs in the center. So this should be a pretty good one. Our CO picks today are Max and Eagle. So Max, we have done Max on the channel before. Max gets a day-to-day bonus of plus 20% firepower to all his direct combat units. Takes a penalty to indirects by -1 range and minus 10% firepower. This max force will boost the movement of those direct combat units by 1 and increase in the firepower, and max blast will do the same, but it will increase the movement to +2 and increase the firepower to like 150%. So Max is a mid and early game mastermind when it comes to advanced wars. He has to strike hard and fast and just get it done. Now on the other hand, Eagle is a little bit different. So Eagle gets a day-to-day bonus of, I believe it's plus 15% attack on his air units, plus 10% defense, and they consume 2 less fuel per day. His naval units do lose 30% on the day-to-day. And his lightning drive ability will increase the firepower and defense of air units, but his lightning strike ability will further increase the defense and offense of those air units and allow his vehicle units to strike a second time in one turn. So Eagle, very, very strong CO indeed. Alrighty folks, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one. Let's see what happened down on Moore's Celery. Now, as we know, first few days, it's always our standard infantry builds. You gotta get the infantry on the field, folks. #1 priority in Advanced Wars. I just noticed that both players are facing the exact same way, so these guys are gonna face this way. There we go. Alrighty. Both players are going for their neutral property at the moment, and it looks like Husky is actually taking a grab down here at the corner property, while buibuimoreh has not actually begun going to that corner yet. So he's going more of a mid strategy by the looks of it here. Early recon over here from Husky, very, very nice. You got to get the recons out in fog, folks, super important for the vision. And out of this property is probably the best spot because you can get them into the center fairly quickly, a lot quicker than the other property, I think. Maybe not, but this property is really, really good for funneling infantry, so it makes more sense to pump out the recon from there. As you can see, buibu also did the exact same thing with his infantry. Now it is a day 5 infantry, so no, that was a day 4 recon, never mind. So it is a day 4 recon. Both players have done the day 4 recon, standard day 4 recons, folks. Alright, they're both rushing out. Looks like buibu is now going for the corner property, but Husky has actually begun capping the comm tower and has actually completed the capture and built a tank. So now we have a tank on the field. buibu moves the recon forward, but unfortunately it gets no vision and actually just escapes vision of the infantry right here. Now, due to that movement, you can see here that this infantry would have 2 vision right here, so he is able to see right on this property, which did give the intel that there is an infantry there now. And due to the fact that buibu does see that this property is capped, most likely he will assume that the comm tower is either being capped or is already capped. So you got to keep that in mind when it comes to the fire tower or firepower. And we have a early engagement over here from the recon, taking a nice shot on the infantry, taking it all the way down to 4. So we are not going to be getting that cap anytime soon. And the tanks are rolling out from Husky91NJ. And we have a clear on an infantry over here in the upper corner, and the comm tower is now being acquired by our Green Earth CO. And I wonder if we are going to be getting another tank here. We do have 13,000 funds at the moment, so it is possible to build... Well, we can't build a battlecopter yet because we just capped it. Moving the infantry onto the corner and gaining vision over here. So that's not really that bad of an idea. The infantry is going to be sniped the next turn by one of these two units here. However, it does give us some intel on what is to come. Alright, cool. Tank and infantry builds. Exactly what you want to be seeing. Now, it will be nice for Eagle to get some air units out as soon as we can. Ignoring this infantry is not really the best move in my opinion. We do kind of want to go over there and eliminate them, because having the intel of what the buys are from this property here is very, very good when it comes to Fog of War. So we're going to see if that infantry gets sniped anytime soon. We have another clear on an infantry here and another strike on an infantry. It shows 2 recons over here and a infantry strikes that guy. Not really possible to clear it, or not really possible to clear the infantry, I guess. Well, I guess we could clear the infantry if we move the tank over there, but we don't really know what is going to be in the fog over here. So we do have some options though, so we'll see what happens. And we have a mech build and an anti-air build. So about day 9, standard day to get those anti-airs on the field. Nice, huge one-shot on the recon there from the tank. Not too bad. That recon definitely did take some chip damage, but I do believe that that is a almost guaranteed clear no matter what. With 130% firepower from direct combat units, very, very unlikely that anything will be surviving. Any recon will be surviving, that is. We moved the infantry up to scout the tank in the forested area. Kind of debatable whether or not we're going to be going for an attack. If we do, most likely it's going to be from the plains up here. So let's see if that is going to be something. So yeah, we do take that engagement. It is a 5-7 engagement, so not really the best engagement you could take, but it is an engagement and it has been taken. Not really that bad of a move, you know, completely justified attack. We don't really know what's in the forest here, but we take the attack and we have backup from this tank here, so very good. This line is doing okay. It's doing okay. We don't know what's in the fog, but I mean, this is definitely going to be taken completely out here. This infantry is still here in the bottom corner, just doing his business, man. He is just getting that intel. That is insane. That's insane value from a 4 HP infantry. We are getting intel on every single one of the buys coming out of that property. So because he built an infantry out of here too, it's very, very obvious that the tanks are going to be coming from the northern section of the map now. Big engagement here from the 5 HP tank, taking this one all the way down to 3, so ouch. And it looks like Husky is going for those neutral properties in the center now. It does not actually bring the tank down to attack here because we do have knowledge of the mech that has been built, so we don't want to be sacrificing a tank willy-nilly. Another recon build over here, another tank. So we got a nice tank chain going, tanks in the middle. Overall, I am liking Husky's position at the moment. It is looking pretty good, But we got some nice clears over here from buibu. The Eagle player is definitely doing quite well up in the north. We got the Congo line infantry going here, just rocking it, just doing what they do the best. And it is looking good. We did get an interrupt on the property over here in the middle, so it's not too bad. So I'm very curious to see what Husky is going to be doing this turn to sort of level the playing field, because we are actually behind by quite a few units. We definitely lost a lot of units in those engagements, but we do manage to clear 3, 4, almost a 5th unit. And we got the anti-air build and a battlecopter build. Very nice. I think he might finally remember that there's an infantry in the corner there, so our little James Bond there is not going to be surviving much longer. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Now, we did do a really good job at defending our infantry up here. He is going to be able to acquire that capture, taking the income to 18-18, so we are split income around the board. It's going to be a very interesting little idea here. I mean, I wonder if he's going to go in for the attack here. He's still very far away from super co-power. Until we get super co-power, we really do want to keep our units alive and healthy as much as possible. Very nice. So we do pull those guys back. We want to keep that unit count very, very high. Very, very high indeed. And, ooh, the infantry has been spotted in the corner. We now have knowledge of that boy being there, existing. So I do not think that he is going to be surviving much longer. All right. Anti-air is moving in, and tanks are forming a nice defense position, led by the tank in the forest here. Sneaky boy, unable to be seen by any of Eagle's units at the moment, too. So, very, very nice. So after those turns, it does seem like Max has sort of leveled the playing field quite a bit here. Is still a little bit behind in unit count. Now, it does seem like he's ahead right now. It really just depends on if we manage to clear some units, and if we do, that unit count is going to be going. It's going to be going up, and it's going to be going down at the exact same time. So we clear one, and we take a nice shot on a tank actually. So Battlecopter, being incredibly risky, going out and taking the shot, but is feeling pretty confident. Now we did know that the anti-air was built. We do know that the anti-air can only go here next turn, so Battlecopter does have the information that it is safe to take that shot, and we have the classy medium tank build over here from Eagle. Beautiful. If Max is building tons and tons of tanks, you gotta tech up. That's the most important thing. Your tanks are not really gonna be able to contend with Max. Max is just stronger overall. Even if you take first engagements, chances are is Max is just going to counterattack you half to death. So, gotta tech up, gotta play to your strengths. Gotta use your battlecopters, gotta use your medium tanks, gotta use your indirects if you got them. These are all very important tools to use when fighting a Max player. Okay. Max, a nice strong position up here. Doesn't have any information on the medium tank. I am curious to see if we are going to get a medium tank or if we are going to get like battlecopter tank build. What are we gonna do? Double tank infantry build, not really too bad. Overall, I'm liking the position. It is pretty strong. But the thing is, when you're fighting Eagle, you just don't really know how strong he is until he pops that lightning strike. Usually the threshold for a really good lightning strike is around 150,000 value of your army. If you got 150,000 value of your army and you pop a lightning strike, you were going to be doing some major damage, provided that, you know, you got a lot of unit count. If you don't got the vehicles, you ain't going to get a good lightning strike. But if you got the vehicles, oh boy, are you going to be having a fun time as Eagle, folks. Alright, double cap on the Green Earth player cities. Pretty risky interrupts as well with the amount of army presence over there. So it is somewhat likely that at least one of those caps are gonna be going through. We do got another battlecopter build, another anti-air build, and 2 more infantry have joined the fray here. 30 units. So we were down by quite a few units before, but we have pumped those numbers up. So like I said, Max is a mid-game CEO. He is just really, really powerful in the mid-game. It takes a little bit of time to warm up to it, but once he has a foothold on the game, it's very, very strong. And his co-power is going to be super, super strong as well. Interesting. So we go for massive clears on units over here, leaving quite a few of our units vulnerable, however. But we clear many, many vehicles. And we interrupt at least one of the caps. Yeah, so we interrupt one of the caps. We are going to allow one of the caps to go through here. Now, that was a big chunk of units. Big chunk of units. That's 4 units that have been taken out in that turn, taking Husky's unit count down to 26. But Husky, he's going to be getting that super co-power. Or co-power. But he's got enough charge for the super co-power very, very soon. 1 engagement, he's going to get it. So we'll see what he decides to do here. Looks like we might be going for the super. We have got the super co-power coming in Holy moly, that is 150% firepower on all those direct combat units, plus the comm tower. It's like 160% firepower, maybe even 170 because of the natural boost. But either way, this is tons and tons of firepower, and we are going in one-shotting battlecopter on battlecopter damage here. This is brutal. Alrighty. Continuing on, we clear 2 more units down here. Almost clear. We do clear a third. Almost clear a tank with 1 shot here. Clear the recon. Definitely going to be clearing that tank. Oh boy. All in all, I think that was an okay attack. However, Husky does not have knowledge of the medium tank. The medium tank, the classy medium tank, is there. And he's sitting on a city. Sitting pretty on a city. This guy is going to be doing some massive work next turn. And unfortunately, both of these battlecopters here, boom, boom, anti-air double strike over here coming up soon. So we are going to be seeing some massive damage pretty soon. Unfortunately, the south does not really have a whole lot of options here. Mechs are unable to move twice with the lightning strike. So let's see what Eagle decides to do here. So yes, we do take 1 out. Ooh, we get a nice big hit on the tank. Don't clear that tank, unfortunately, but we do take an engagement on the one on the road. So not too much defense there. Only 10% defense from the co-power use. And we bring the anti-airs forward. Like I said, the mechs don't really have any options to attack up here, so we can't really do anything. I might, yeah, we got like nothing. The only thing that we can do with the mech is maybe bringing them up here and get some vision, but we do know that there's a tank here, right? So, I mean, we at least have 1 target that we can hit with the lightning strike. So, we'll see what happens. We are going to be getting the lightning strike this turn, without a doubt. Bringing the tank back to get some healing here. We do have lots and lots of vision on these tanks here, so once again, that medium tank is going to be going forward to feed, and he is going to feed heartily. Get another clear with 2 units over here. Very, very nice. And the infantries are moving up, and the anti-air. So we get a double clear over there. This anti-air was just out of range of being able to be effective over there, so we did have to use that one anti-air. Very, very smart move from the medium tank, actually going and clearing the battlecopter. Or not the battlecopter, but the anti-air. This will allow our battlecopters to move in uncontested. In theory, uncontested. Those guys will be able to go up and do some pretty hefty damage here pretty soon. Ooh, got a nice little shot on the recon as well. And unfortunately, I believe that is about the end of what we are able to do that turn. Do get a couple extra builds though. So we got some infantry and a recon build over here. So very nice. So yeah, at the end of that turn, we went from 223,000 value versus 74,000. So that is about roughly around a 50,000 value turn right there. And we managed to pump our value for Eagle up to 102,000. So not really too bad. Now it is Husky's turn. Husky is a very good player, so I would not count them out of the fight just yet. We do have access to a lot of nice units on the field still, so we're going to be able to take some nice engagements for sure. We do have to pull back from that medium tank. That guy is just a little bit too strong for what we have available at the moment. Double recon build with a battlecopter and an infantry coming in to assist the front lines here pretty soon. On day 16, Eagle moves up, smashes out another tank here, taking that guy completely out. Only 2 more tanks defending the top section of the map. Unfortunately, we have no way to interrupt this cap up here, so we are going to be losing a property, which is going to put Husky ahead by 21 to 18 properties if that does flip. And we have a threat of a flip on the bottom here as well. That is going to even further that value difference here. But if we manage to destroy enough units, you know, value does not, or income does not really matter too much. As long as we can recap some properties at a later date, it will be okay. Alrighty, so we go from 20 properties to 22 properties, 22,000 funds per turn. So that means we might be able to get those stinky Neo tanks on the field, and a max stinky Neo tank is probably one of the most powerful stinky Neo tanks in the entire game. That guy can do some major damage we gotta be watching out for that. We're gonna see if Husky is going to actually go that route, though. Unfortunately, we do only have 22,000 funds in the bank at the moment, so our options are a little bit limited. We are able to build our standard tanks and battlecopters. We could go classy, build a medium tank, but we'll see. We'll see what he decides to do, folks. Day 17, we're going to continue on. We are going to be sniping out anti-airs that are just chilling on the beach. We are going to be taking those guys completely out, sacrificing infantries all willy-nilly. Very interesting. We are going for the max force, and that is why we are doing that. Curious. Very curious play. The only thing that I can really see for why we might go for the max force is we can get a snipe on a tank, and maybe we can get a shot on a medium tank with a battlecopter. Aside from that, I just don't see any other reason why we would do that. So we use the max force just to get an extra 2 units down that turn. Not the worst idea. Not the worst idea. Eagle is still very, very far away from being able to get his super co-powers. So if we manage to do enough damage to some of those big units, well, then Max is going to be very, very effective. A 6 HP medium tank is actually not going to be able to contend with Max tanks. Now, if he first strikes, it's going to be able to do some damage, but overall, over time, Max is just going to wear him down. All right, we are going to be attempting to flip a city. And we do get the clear on that tank, so very, very nice. It's probably pretty safe to say that Husky probably knows that this property, or this tile, this forest, is not occupied. We did have vision of everything going around to that tile, so most likely he will know that that is an open tile. Alright, ooh, Eagle, 28 units, however the value has been taken down quite a bit. Ooh, Max sitting at a perfect 80,000 value. That is just, that's clean. Actually, Eagle sitting at 88,800 as well, so that's also pretty clean. Very clean values. Let's see them get all messed up here this turn. Yeah, there it goes. Ah! It was so nice for a little while. It was good. It was good. I liked it. Recon coming up and taking a shot on the tank. Definitely going for that luck roll. There was a possibility of a KO there. However, very, very low. I think the max hit was around maybe 13%. Maybe 14% as max, but I think it's about, on average, about 13% maximum. Oh, nice. This tile right here, this shoal tile is not a good place to be if your name is Eagle. We keep getting units just completely sniped out of that location here. And Max just casually moving in the rest of his units here. Top front is looking very, very strong. Now medium tank is going to be getting a heal next turn, so he's going to be able to come back, and an 8 HP medium tank is a lot more effective than a 6 HP medium tank. So, and we are very close to getting another lightning strike. We only need around 35,000 value. It's about maybe 2 turns, 2 or 3 turns maximum. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Unfortunately, our unit count is kind of suffering. We only have, we're starting to have minimal amount of units. So 1 medium tank, 3 tanks, 2 recons, 1 anti-air, 2 battlecopters versus 5 tanks, 3 recons, 1 anti-air, and 4 battlecopters. So overall, I am liking Max's unit composition a little bit better here. And the fact that Eagle has to fight for properties here is very, very difficult. And only having 17,000 funds per turn is very, very limiting for what you're able to do. Very smart infantry down here too, just kind of chilling on the property, not really moving. Not allowing for an easy infantry to just 2-shot his way over here and then hop on that property. So, very smart indeed. Camp the city and keep it your own for a long time. Nice little mech join up here. So we got 2 mechs on the front line, a couple infantry backing up. This guy is definitely going to get interrupted. Probably by the infantry, I think would be the safest bet. We could, well actually technically we could go recon infantry, and the infantry snipe the mech, but it's a mech here, so I don't know. We'll see. Oh, big old snipe on the battlecopter with our battlecopter over here, but that does basically secure Eagle the lightning strike next turn. So if we don't do massive damage this turn, I fear the lightning strike is going to be hitting us very, very hard. Unfortunately, we once again bring two battlecopters right in range of an anti-air, completely justified. We have no idea there's an anti-air there, but we did it again, folks, and that anti-air is going to be feeding. That one hit will secure the lightning strike. It is going to get pretty brutal here very, very soon. And the medium tank is at full health, so we are going to be able to get two ginormous hits from that medium tank this turn. There's ginormous hit number one. And we are going to be getting another ginormous hit. Unfortunately, like I said, we're sort of lacking in the vehicle game, so there's not really too many shots that we can take. This is also a very smart move. So, some Eagle players will take their infantry strikes before they actually pop the super code power. But this is kind of a mistake. Unless you need to have a clear to get like charge or something, you want to be waiting to take your infantry strikes until you use your super code power, because you are going to get that natural 10-10 bonus from your infantry. So keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind. Alright, carrying on day 19. This game has been going on for quite some time. Ooh, big old mech strike over here, taking that recon out, eliminating the damage. And we take out a tank and a battlecopter, and then medium tank rushing up here and taking out, what was that? The anti-air. Full KO on that anti-air. Beautiful. Just a beautiful strike over here from Eagle. And we just continue to position ourselves accordingly. Now, Husky is very, very suffering in the unit count at the moment. So we're sitting at only 16 units to Eagle's 27. Now, the value is, it's different. It is different for sure. It's different. It's definitely different. All right, so it's going to be very, very difficult for Husky to sort of launch an attack this turn. He's got limited amount of units to work with, but he does build the stinky Neo tank. Not too bad of a build, you know. It smells. Invest in soap for sure, but this Neo tank, owned by a max player with one comm tower and a super co-power in the bank, that is a threatening little stink ball. That guy is going to be able to go up and do some damage here pretty soon. But once again, Eagle, #1 priority right now is to secure those caps. We need to be getting caps. We gotta even the properties. So, leaving the property, like, both of these guys are very, very exposed. Obviously, it's sort of a justifies exposure because you don't really want to be sacrificing your entire army to block a cap, especially this early. Maybe when it's like day 27, 28, or 29, go ahead and sacrifice your entire army to secure a cap. That is perfectly fine. But until then, gotta keep your army fresh, folks. Snipe on the recon, absolutely taken out. And we use the 1 HP infantry to actually secure vision on this tile, on the forest. Move in with the infantry, take it out. Another little snipe there from that tank. And the interrupt has occurred. And this guy is 2 turns from being able to get that co-power. Alright, so just holding on to that co-power, definitely waiting for the Neo tank to get in position to probably do something really, really bad to our classy medium tank friend over there. So we got to be watching that guy. I'm liking the artillery build over here from Eagle as well. Like I said, artilleries are very, very effective. Against Max, they're super effective as well. Max isn't able to build his own artilleries, right? So in Fog of War, as long as you can hide them pretty good, good. Keep them, build them up. Medium tank sitting over here on the HQ though is kind of an interesting place. It should probably be more in the front, but definitely having some anxiety about the super co-power that is coming in. But the super co-power, honestly, just the threat of the super co-power is actually making Eagle lose a lot of ground. So that is very, very dangerous. He's picking up momentum down here. Like, he's going to be getting at least one property over here, but losing a lot of ground over here, which is not very good. It's just allowing Max to just sort of creep up there and potentially do something very, very bad. Now, we do get an attack on a tank and a clear on a battlecopter here, which is going to help us with our power charge, and it's going to make it so Husky can't use that power charge later as well, because he can't overcharge. So we're losing units and we're getting no charge for it. So yeah, it's not like the best thing ever, but it is a thing and it's happening. So it is what it is, folks. Ooh, this property is down to 4. So unless we actually get a full clear on it, it's very likely that's going to be happening. that cap definitely could be happening. Ooh, Eagle builds a stinky Neo tank of his own. Not quite as effective as the Max stinky Neo tank, but you know, with Lightning Strike, Neo tanks are very, very effective. I do remember putting out a video where I definitely was Eagle, and I may have definitely stinked up the entire map. So, ooh, so we expose the Neo tank. We do one-shot a like a guy, but we expose the Neo tank. Ooh, it's kind of risky. Kind of risky indeed, especially when you know that there's a medium tank just floating around here. And Eagle's super close to another Lightning Strike. Do you really want that sort of power charge to be available to an Eagle? I don't think so. Unfortunately for Max, that Neo tank was striked out and cut down before his prime here, so he was not really able to do too much damage at all. Definitely should not have exposed the Neo tank until he had sights on a high value target, for sure. Now, are we going to be getting the super co-power? Still no super co-power. We're going to bring our units back and just snipe a few of them in the middle and sort of just regather ourselves down here. We got to stop these infantry from getting close to our properties, for sure. The game is now even at 20-20, so it is up to both of these players now to figure out some sort of a way to gain a property. It's kind of questionable which properties might be able to be acquired because we are split down the map at the moment, so we're going to just have to sort of figure out where we can attack, where's going to be weak, and where we might be able to snipe a city. But both players still have a lot of time in the bank. We're sitting at like 9 minutes and like 13 minutes still. So lots and lots of time to be figuring out what is going to be happening. Unfortunately, that Neo tank has been sniped by a battlecopter. Beautiful battlecopter, just cleaning up the map a little bit here. But this stinky Neo tank is still in existence. So, oh, and with Lightning Strike on the way here, folks. Oh boy. Unable to actually get Lightning Strike this turn. Very, very sad. Ooh, if we did manage to get Lightning Strike this turn, that would have been a very, very powerful Lightning Strike. Day 25 and things are still even. We are going to be using a normal co-power. So normal max force. Ooh, let's see what we do with the normal max force. So we're going to be sniping out 2 battlecopters out of existence here. And we attack the Neo tank. So we do a little engagement here. Managed to take it down to 8. So not really too bad. Clearing up the southern portion of the map. And we are going to be bringing a lot of our units forward. Another tank strike. So this is the power of Max, folks. This is the power of Max. So full HP normal tank versus a 8 HP Neo tank. Goes in for the attack. Boom. Takes it all the way down to 5. So we get a 5-5 engagement from that one right there. So 30% damage against a Neo tank with just a normal max tank. That is what I call value, folks. That is what I call value. Okay, Lightning Strike is in the bank. Not too many units to be using with the Lightning Strike. I guess we do have a couple more in the back here, but I could see this turn being pretty bad. Pretty bad. For our old friend Max, definitely going to be getting some value from this Lightning Strike. Even with minimum units, we are going to be able to just rush up there and just start obliterating things. The front line has crumbled, but once again, tie game. Tie game, folks. Somebody has to cap a property. And we only got 4 days. 4 days to cap a property, folks. And Max is rushing up. We have to be keeping our infantry alive. And we have to figure out where we are going to go. But if you can't keep your infantry alive, the most important thing aside from that is to be injuring your opponent's infantry so that they cannot cap. Another stinky Neotank build over here from Husky. So this guy is going to be a nice counter to the other stinky Neotank. And Eagle just continues to move in here. Now, Eagle is not going to be able to charge another lightning strike before the end of the game. I don't believe that he's really got enough value on the map. Yeah, we need 129,000 in order to charge another lightning strike. So that is probably going to be the last lightning strike of the game. Whereas Husky is going to have access to one more co-power and or super co-power. And we are going in. We are just fighting in the middle here. We are trying our best to injure those big tech units. And we do get a couple clears here. We do get a couple clears, so it wasn't really too bad. Medium tank, neo tank, and double tanks, and maybe even the mech and the AWBW. There's a lot of units, a lot of units in the middle here. So, ouch, oh god, it hurts so much. Ooh, very, very powerful strikes here. Now, surprisingly enough, the value is actually not really that much different. We're sitting at 79,000 to 90,000, and we are going to have a super co-power. Oh my god. This Neotank is just gonna blast this Neotank to smithereens. You just watch it. Oh god. Beautiful. Beautiful attack. Love to see it. Love to see the use of that +2 movement. Ooh, and the classy boy down to 2 HP. Are we gonna survive? Is our hero, the classy medium tank, gonna be surviving until the end of the game, or is he going to be sniped out by a neo tank or a battlecopter? Ooh, only time will tell. We only have to survive 2 more days, but like I said, we do need a property. There's a double flip available over here. Double. Ooh, pretty risky stuff. Are they gonna go through? Probably not, but they're gonna try. We have one click. No. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh no. Oh no, that's risky. Oh, so we go in, we interrupt the cap, but then we finish it instead of bringing our infantry down here to interrupt this cap. This cap is gonna be going through. There's nothing available to stop that cap. Oh my god. And with only 1 day left, my god, are we gonna be able to get another cap somewhere? No, I don't think so. Oh no. Oh, Husky flips the game back in his favor to 21 to 19. 21 to 19 on day 29. Now, the only option that we have is to flip a property, and we are not in position to flip any properties at the moment. We got nothing. There's nothing available. Ooh, very, very unfortunate. So day 30 rolls in here, and there is absolutely no flipping availability anywhere. Unfortunately, it looks like the Eagle player has fallen. Wow, that's crazy. That is so unfortunate for the Eagle player. Oh my god, that was such a good match. It was a good match. We had the potential to flip or to interrupt this property, and it would have been easy. We would have just had to go in here, sacrifice, bring this guy over here, gain the vision, boom, attack him next turn. I mean, even if you're super worried about it, we could build a rocket next turn to guarantee that that property does not get captured. But unfortunately, we just did not have the foresight to go for a move like that. And it ended up costing us the game there. So congratulations to Husky91NJ. Fantastic max playing for sure. And what a come from behind victory there. Well, I shouldn't say come from behind victory, because we were ahead for quite some time for the value and for the properties. But once it became sort of an even game, it's a little bit of a toss-up there. A little bit of a toss-up. Lightning strikes were very, very effective on this map. But unfortunately, little mishap with the property down there, and that's really what cost him. So congratulations to buibuimoreh as well. Fantastic game. Hopefully I'll be able to see more from you guys as well. But congratulations on keeping your classy medium tank alive. That's what I like to see. So if you guys enjoyed that game, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. More live league games in the future. Until next time, folks, I will see you. Take care, and bye-bye for now.